Mandi.
And I'm Ezra.
Today we've got some interesting topics to talk about. We wanted to talk about like our Millennial to Gen Z differences, maybe experiences, life stories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like weird things like horoscopes and things. And
We're weird like that.
yeah, so we wanted to share on some of those topics today. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Thank you again, everybody, for watching and leaving the comments. We appreciate it. I feel like I want to say this almost every video, but thank you again.
You guys are awesome. We love you guys so much. Really helps us like get out there too. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. We appreciate all the support and the love, and like we're actually like super happy that people out there actually enjoy us rambling about the most random shit on the internet. Like just like the most random shit ever.
We talk shit.
Oh yeah, that's our thing.
Okay. So you're Gen Z.
Yes.
When's your birthday?
June 29th, 2004.
Okay. And I'm July 17th, 1986 baby. So that makes me millennial.
Oh man.
What kind of weird things did you grow up on that you think are really stupid and they should never?
That I think I'm really stupid.
Yeah.
There's so much shit that we did growing up. Like, one of the things I hated the most that I just thought was so utterly stupid was the Tide Pod challenge, where you had to eat a Tide Pod.
Oh, that's gross.
People actually did that. Like, you weren't supposed to actually eat the Tide. Like, I don't know. I don't get it either. And then it was like a whole thing where there was a challenge and people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat a Tide Pod and frickin' drink bleach on top of that." And a lot of people actually died from that because people were like seeing people on the internet take a tub thing or like the the bottle of bleach or whatever. So people wouldn't have actual bleach in it; they'd put water in it and oh my god, I just swore. And they drink it, but it was actually water, and a lot of people actually thought they were drinking bleach. So people would actually drink bleach and die from that.
God,
it was stupid. I don't know why the hell my gen decided to do that.
What about that skibbity toilet shit?
Skibbity toilet is not my generation. Hello. Skibbity toilet is not Gen Z. Oh god. No.
So
Skibbity toilet is like Gen Alpha, I think it is, which is like my like younger brother's freaking generation, which is so stupid. Christ.
So what things did you grow up with in that generation, Gen Z, that you actually did appreciate having?
Well, I appreciated the fact that, like, yes, we had the internet, but a lot of us didn't really like to go, like, outside, or I mean, well, like, a lot of us didn't like to go outside, yes, but, like, you also had to fight us to stay inside, because, like, we just didn't bother really, like, sitting inside that much, like, unless our parents forced us to stay inside because it was, like, raining or something like that. Like, we loved the internet, yes, but a lot of us were like, let's go outside, let's have fun, like, let's go to the park, and our parents had to fight us to come inside. Like, the rule with my parents personally was, when the streetlights come on, you come inside. Unless, like, you're, like, hanging out front or in the backyard, because my, like, best friends at the time were my neighbors, literally. Like, we were super close, so I would always go to their backyard, they go to my backyard, because our backyards were, like, connected, and at the top, there was a gate for the fence, so we just go through the gate and come down the hill and then hang out. It was simple like that. I like those days. Those are like the days that I miss, and it's kind of sad that like I feel like nowadays the next generation is always on the internet and they don't want to go outside.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like.
But that's what our generation even thought about your generation times, because you thought you guys went outside. We would be outside till the lights went out, and there'd be commercials.
You guys didn't even have the internet.
I know, but there would even be commercials on TV at the time. It'd be like, do you know where your kids are? Because we would be out all night, all day, all whatever.
Yeah, and a lot
outside. But that was our generation.
A lot of stuff about kidnapping too, and all that.
And I just realized now, the first thought that popped in my head, you said like 50 times in that sentence.
I don't know why. It's my favorite word for some stupid reason.
Anyway.
The word like is my favorite word. If you guys like, oh, see, I just did it again. If you guys, you know what? Here's a challenge for you guys if you want. In the comments down below, comment how many times I've said like in this freaking podcast. I want to see how many freaking people actually like pay attention, start counting this.
Yeah, I don't know.
fun.
The watch through and the count, maybe we'll see. But I just wanted to momentarily point that out. Emily, you're so well with your words when you're writing, but you can't speak. Anyway, yeah, but we were that type to also want to be out all the time outside. And I was just coming into that generation where they just started to create the internet in the 90s, and they just started to create things like the Facebooks and the Instagrams and the TikToks.
The MySpace. I wish we had MySpace.
Yeah. All that stuff was
like I wish we had MySpace personally, but like at the same time, I feel like I wish, like I'm glad we didn't.
Oh man, MySpace! Don't get me started on that. That was like the first of, I don't know, many weird things to come, I guess, with the internet. It was cool. It was exciting. I did like you could post a bunch of your pictures, a bunch of your shit. And it was kind of private, but I don't know. It was just a whole weird. It started getting into.
That's where a lot of people
else.
got like kidnapped on, probably too, and all that stuff. Like, because they'd like meet somebody on MySpace and then be like, "Let's meet up," and then they get kidnapped. Mm-hmm. Like, that's scary. Like, I remember like my mom even like when you guys had the like when the internet first had started out. She remembers this like apparently there was this like stupid video of like a baby or something like that back
that would
then.
Dance? Yeah. We knew of that baby. There was the baby that was coming out in the 90s. When
what the hell? Like, I never understood that.
It's kind of like the first meme that was ever out there.
That's weird.
I know.
That's so weird.
The dancing baby. If you know who, you're like a millennial, you know the dancing baby. You know the dancing baby that used to do the little cha-cha or whatever it was. Anyway.
See, we had like dank memer and stuff like that. Like, it was weird. Like, us, like, we thought, like, Doritos and, like, Mountain Dew was, like, a meme and stuff like that.
She said, like another 5 times. I can't stop laughing at that. You gotta chill.
Stop! I don't know why. It's my favorite word. Other than the F word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that, like, a Gen Z thing, the word like?
I don't know, probably.
Like, I feel like Mean Girls do the word like a lot. But
yeah, but they're always like, oh my god, they're always like, they got like an attitude with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have attitude.
No, I'm saying it's like a bad
attitude.
Yeah.
I'm just picking on
like
you.
The sassy like people that are like, oh my god, girl, like you can't wear that, like, you know, like the Mean Girls, like Regina George, you can't sit with us. Like, you're wearing track pants, you can't sit with us. Like,
just so anybody and everybody's watching us, she just Mean Girls. Anyway. This is so millennial Gen Z. I mean, I feel like the Gen Z generation actually was able to have a lot of better, not to say better, but there's a lot more schooling that went into the Gen Z generation, and I don't know about mine or anybody in mine, but I always had an issue myself with certain schooling things, and I didn't want to always continue. But not everybody. I feel like they just had more of a chance to be involved in class things and be able to learn, like, writing skills and all that stuff. And it really used to blow my mind when my brother and I are actually a large amount of age apart, but when he went to school and they stopped doing calligraphy, that blew my mind because
what the hell is that?
Calligraphy?
What is that?
Doesn't even know what so when you're signing something with your name and you're doing like the fancy sign, that's
the cursive, like the cursive writing,
the calligraphy cursive. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was called that. Like we did. I remember doing cursive. Okay, so in like grade 3, our teacher was teaching us how to write our names in cursive and stuff like that. But then after that, like, it stopped.
Yeah. Like,
nobody taught cursive anymore, and it just, that's why a lot of us don't know how to write cursive.
Yeah.
Because they stopped teaching it in school. And I don't understand why, because that's such a useful thing to have. Especially when you're going to sign your name.
And now my brother, he doesn't sign his name, any cursive, anything. He just writes his name out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm one of those, when I sign my name and stuff, sometimes, like, I half use the sign, like, half use the written and half use the printing. I don't know. It's a brain thing. That's what they say. It's a brain thing.
What was it like to not have the internet that much?
We didn't have internet. We didn't have phones. We had outside toys. We played with dirt and sticks and bugs, and we did have bikes. you know, we could ride around on bikes. And I used to remember, like, being, like, 7, 8 years old, riding around on these bikes in these dirt hills by my house while all these other houses were being built and roads were being built. And there was nothing around. It was very country-like at certain points. And you would just be outside playing, be outside having fun.
I always grew up very city. Like,
yeah. We did have, like, a few toys that we would sometimes take, like little water guns, little dart gun thingies that we would take out and play while we're, you know, playing, I guess, you know, cops and robbers on our bikes type of thing.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
We used to play that.
So I guess it's a continuing,
we used to, I don't know if anybody else plays cops and robbers. Like, I don't know about the younger generation, like, the next generation. I don't know if they play cops and robbers. And a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people that I talk to, especially, like, my, like, friends that live in the U.S., they don't know what Grounders is. I don't know if you know what that is.
Grounders.
No. That was like a game. It was kind of like tag, and we were like, this is probably so dangerous. I don't know why the hell we played this, but like it was really fun. So Grounders essentially is where one person is it, and you have to. So it's like tag. You have to chase and tag somebody, and all that. But there's a catch to it. When you're on the ground, when you're not on the playground, you can keep your eyes open. Mm-hmm. But when you're on the playground, you have to keep your eyes closed. So, and you have to try and tag somebody. If you hear somebody running on the ground, if you're on top of the playground, you can yell Grounders, and if that person is still on the ground by the time that you yell Grounders, then they get tagged. So that means they're the next person, that's it. It was so dangerous. I don't know why the heck we played it, but then we had to make rules up where it's like no barsies, no pokesies, like no holesies. Like, that's what we call it. Because there used to be like these little holes in the platforms where you could poke your finger through, and we did that just because we don't want anybody to get like their fingers crushed. And although we've had a few people get their fingers crushed from people just trying to run, stepping on their finger while they're trying to tag you. So that's why we made the rule: no holesies and no barsies. So putting your arm through the bar, because like you can get stuck in the bar and you can hurt yourself. So we were trying to make it as safe as possible, even though your eyes being closed on the playground is really dumb and you're probably gonna fall. Like, but we made it so you can keep your eyes open when you're climbing. Especially, like, because we had this weird, like, staircase thing, but it wasn't, like, a staircase, like, it wasn't an actual staircase. There were, like, these bar things. So climbing up that was really dangerous with your eyes closed. So we made a rule. It's, like, you're allowed to keep your eyes open when you're climbing up that, but you have to keep, like, your head down. Like, you have to look down so you're not seeing where everybody else is up top.
Yeah. Sounds crazy. When did you ever have your first cell phone, Emily?
Well, I used to play my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
Like iPhone. When she had an iPhone, she had an iPhone 5C. It was hot pink. That actually ended up being like my first phone after she like gave it to me because she got a new one. But I think it was about like 12, 13 when I got my first one, which was about the age that everybody else was getting their first phones and stuff like that.
And yeah, see, that's the difference there, because I didn't end up really getting my own cell phone until I was almost about like 17, 18. Mm-hmm. Finishing up high school, working my own part-time job, paying for my own type of bills, or contributing for my own type of bills, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any service or anything like that on it.
Yeah,
it was just
stuff to play.
It was just to freaking play games on, and half the time I wasn't even usually on it. Like, yeah, I was super happy, especially when it was like rainy and all that, or I'd play on like the computer or something like that. But I would always go outside. Like, I always prefer to be outside with my friends. Like. And I know people were, like, always having to, like, talk about going to knock on other people's doors, and nowadays you can just call up your friend and be like, yo, let's go hang out. Like, no. Yeah. Like, I got lucky enough to experience the whole, like, you have to go and literally physically knock on someone's door. Yeah. Because we didn't have, like, when we had our cell phones, we didn't have any service or anything like that. Like, our parents didn't really, we didn't really need it at the time.
Yeah, I used to go down to the neighbors' doors and knock on so-and-so to play and stuff like that. Same.
Is so-and-so home? Can they come out and hang out? Can we go to the park? And sometimes, like, if they weren't home, I'd be like, okay, so then you move on to the next person's house.
Yeah.
And you just knock on their doors and they ask them to hang out. Nowadays, you can just text your friend and be like, yo, let's go. Like, let's hang out. And
you never see, like, house phones anymore, either. It's so weird, eh?
I think, well, my grandmother still has one, but it's not, like, the old school, like, wired one now. It's, like, a wireless.
Yeah.
Like cell phone, but it's literally still a house phone. You just pick it up, you press the buttons, and you talk on the phone. But she did have one of those phones. Not like the ones, you know what I'm talking about, the ones that you have to literally like swipe every single number.
Yes, no, not I'm talking about the ones that used to hang on the wall, Emily, with the long ass coily cord that go from one end of the room to the other.
Yeah, she had one like that.
play with the coil.
And then if you pick up a different phone, you could literally hear someone talking on the phone, so you couldn't have two different separate phone calls going on at once.
Yeah.
If someone was using that phone, you couldn't. Because my grandmother had one, but it wasn't on the wall, but it was one of those ones that, like, was like a block, like a square, and it had the buttons, but it had the coily cord with it, and you couldn't go anywhere with that thing. If you unplugged it from the wall, it wasn't going to work.
No.
Like, you couldn't take the phone physically and walk away.
No.
It's like the ones on the wall.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like, and that phone's long gone.
Right. Just turn off the time.
Yeah, that phone's been long gone for, like, ever.
You really don't see them anymore that much.
Or the rotary phones. I think that's what they're called. The ones with, like, the weird, like,
with
circle.
The spiller.
Yeah.
Those are the rotary ones you turn.
Those are cool. I like those.
Turn.
A lot of people don't know how to use those.
They're so old.
Am I the only one that actually, like, freaking, like, sometimes it feels like I'm the only one that actually knows how to use one of those.
Yeah.
Because, and, like, I'm a Gen Z, so obviously it's typically, normally we wouldn't know, like, how to use one of those, but you literally, so you take the number, and you swipe until it stops, then you let go, and then you move on to the next number, and you keep doing that. You have to do that for every single number until you can pick up the phone and call. It's dumb. It was weird, but that's like what you guys had back then.
Way back then.
And then I know they eventually started having the button ones, but they still had the coily cord stuck to the phone as well.
I remember even like the big box TV and like the wood casing box
Oh
TV
my
that
god!
would sit on the floor, and my papa would make me go over because I was like 5 or 6, and I'd go over and I'd turn the dial for him so he could change the channel because they had converters, but they didn't have converters right away. So
yeah. Well, I remember the box TVs or whatever. Like, I don't remember having, like, the coil ones, but, like, I remember, like, my brother had the box TV, but it had buttons on the bottom, but you still, like, I don't think it had a remote for it, so you literally have to physically go up to the TV and start pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
And all that. But it was a big box TV. Like, they had, like,
in the wood casings. You go and push the button. I know, we same thing. Crazy, eh?
Right?
I think it's crazy how much technology has evolved, I guess you could say. I like it and I don't at the same time, you know? I'm one of those, like, I miss some of the old things, but
at the same time, it's like, you're kind of happy that it's evolved.
Yeah, but I feel like some of the best things were honestly made between, like, the late 90s to, like, the mid-2000s. And that was it. They should have stopped making things, personally.
See, for you, I know you got to grow up as, like, a teenager probably in, like, the 80s, the 90s, and all that.
I grew up as a teenager in the 90s, my dear.
Oh, well, in the 90s, but you got to experience that.
Yeah.
But if there was any, like, timelines, like, any decade that you could go back to and experience, what would it be?
Oh, man.
I think your mom would probably say the 60s or the 50s.
My mom loved the 50s and 60s.
I'd say, for me, the 80s.
I feel like if I could go back into, like, I mean, I wasn't born until the mid 80s, but if I could go back into the 80s, I'd probably, yeah.
I wish I grew up as a teenager in the 80s. I always tell people that, like, I was born to be a teenager in the 80s, and I guess, like, that's just, like, that old soul effect.
Maybe.
Or whatever, possibly. But I grew up in, like, early 2000s, basically, because I was born I was in 04.
Yeah.
So I was born in the early 2000s, but I didn't get to experience, like, the teenage phase of that.
By the time I was actually, I guess you could say, 14, it was 2001. By the time I graduated high school, this one was being born.
Yeah.
So that's our age gap there, guys. I was graduating high school in 2004, and this one was being born. So it's kind of crazy there, eh?
Right.
But Emily is a good old soul. She's funny. She's colorful. She's lovely. She's wonderful. I love her to bits. She's such a sister from another mister. She needs to have a little praise sometimes for how great she is.
Right?
Right? She said that's a me thing. She got that from me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We are so alike.
She does love herself, but she needs to love herself a little bit more sometimes. And, but she's a good egg, and she does have that old soul, and that's probably why we gem.
Oh, yeah. And we're very alike. We have very similar interests as well. Like, if you guys could watch the last podcast, we went into, like, our hobbies and careers and stuff like that. So, we actually had in that podcast episode, you could see, like, what kind of interests both me and Mandy have. And a lot of them are very similar, and we click, like, very well. Mm-hmm. we're gonna go on to...
Yeah, might as well.
We're gonna go on to horoscopes now, guys. So, horoscopes. Love to talk about it. So it's like, for anybody who doesn't, recognize it as horoscopes, we're talking about, like, zodiacs and stuff like that. So, like, our zodiac sign. So, what is your zodiac sign?
Mine is a Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
Me too. Both me and Mandy are Cancer. But I am a June Cancer.
And I'm a July Cancer.
And there's slight differences between the two of us.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to somebody having the same sign as you, it depends on the month you're born in, I find. Like, there's very different,
so
like, qualities.
From the June Cancers to the end of June Cancers, there's actually, like, a few personality traits that they have that some of us from the end of June to middle of July Cancers don't have. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm also so far on the end of July Cancer that I kind of have a little bit of some Leo.
Yeah, you're on the cusp of Leo.
On the cusp, very close, like about 5 days, but I'm like that in between of it sort of thing. So.
I'm gonna see real quick. I want to know when Gemini starts, because Gemini ends in June as well.
And you might be on the cusp of a Gemini.
I hate Geminis. I hate Geminis, but, like, I feel like Gemini women I don't like.
Okay, Gemini women, that's different.
But, like,
it's like
Aries
women I don't like.
Me neither. I love my friend Lizzie, though. Lizzie is a Gemini, and so she is, like, awesome. Or so Lizzie, if you're watching this, love you. You are, like, my little sister. I know I mentioned her name. I know we usually don't mention people's names, but Lizzie.
That's okay. Sorry.
Lizzie's one of those people that probably doesn't mind being mentioned. So, I don't care. I know, I keep saying her name. Fuck. I know, oh, okay.
Welcome to my life. Oh, I shouldn't have quoted that song. Now I might have copyright infringement.
Oh, God. Can I, like, hello? Okay. So, yeah, I'm, like, basically on the cusp of Gemini, too, because Gemini ends June 21st. So, Lizzie's, like, right smack in the middle for kind of...
So you're on the cusp of a Gemini...
But I am Cancer, because I'm the 29th, and the 22nd is when Cancer starts.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way to July 22nd, and then Leo starts July 23rd.
Yeah, and I'm July 17th, which makes me, close
to, like, Leo.
Yeah.
Because my brother is Leo, because he's, like, he is probably... So he's kind of, like, on the cusp of a Cancer. A little bit, because, he, like, a few days later, because his birthday's, like, a few days after Leo starts.
Yeah.
So...
He's on that cusp, too.
Yeah. Why are we all on the cusp of something
I don't know.
I mean, I have a little bit of Gemini traits, so I can see why. And I think that's just because we ended up being on the cusp, other than people are, like, right smack in the middle.
Yeah.
My youngest brother is a Scorpio, I believe. Yeah. And he's annoying.
My brother's a Scorpio.
Scorpios are nice, though. I get along really well with Scorpio.
Yeah, the Cancers and Scorpios do get along. Cancers get along really well with Scorpios. Cancers get along really well with Pisces. And Cancers get along really well with, obviously, other Cancers, usually.
Yeah.
But those are definitely the ones that we really seem to gem with. Everything else, it all depends on the person themselves. Like, you could gem with somebody well, but they also have the same like likes and beliefs and interests as you, but they might be a different sign. Like, it all depends on maybe how they might have even been raised or something.
Yeah.
Like.
See, because when I look it up, our greatest compatibility as Cancers are Capricorn and Taurus. But I find we get along with other water signs as well, because we are a water sign, so we get along with Scorpio. My best friend, she is a Scorpio. So
Pisces, Taurus. Joshua's a Taurus.
Yes.
My baby's a Taurus, my little man.
My boyfriend is a Libra, I think. And it's the Libra women I have a lot of issues with. I don't know what it is, but Libra women, I don't like you. No offense to any Libra women watching this, but, like, the Libra woman that I have met, or whatever, personally, I think it's just the people I met, to be honest with you, that just so happen to be a Libra woman. I just don't get along with them for some reason. Like, Libra men, I get along with so well. But Libra women, don't even get me started. I'm done. No, I'm done. Same with Aries woman. Those are the two I don't get along with for some reason. I don't know why. What about you? What do you not get along with, other than, like, Aries women as well?
I think it's, like, some people, like... There's not a lot, unfortunately, us as Cancer, there's not a lot we won't get along with, but I have an issue with some people who have birthdays, like, in the end of October, beginning of November.
That's, like, Scorpio.
Well, no.
But, like...
Yes, but no. Like, Scorpio's, like...
Well, Scorpio, hold on. Scorpio is... Oh, okay, so Scorpio is, like, end of October, towards start of November. So, yeah, Scorpio is October 23rd to November 21st.
Okay, so no, it's not that. It's right, the one after that. The
Sagittarius?
Yes.
So November 22nd to December 21st?
Yeah, those, I don't gem well with those. I don't know why.
My sister is Sagittarius. We have our issues here and there. And, like, my best friend, he's a Sagittarius. I get along with him so well. We never fight. But me and my sister, obviously, we're sisters, so we're gonna have our differences. We're gonna fight. We're gonna argue. I get along with her pretty well.
What is the one, like, before Aries? What is that? Is that that's not the, no, that's like
Aquarius, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just gonna leave this open. No, it's Pisces.
Pisces, okay.
Aquarius is before Pisces. So Pisces, February 19th to March 20th.
No, the one, sorry, before, like, in beginning of...
January?
No, so March to April. What March? Is that? Like, the middle of March to the middle of April?
That's Aries.
No.
Yeah, that's Aries.
Okay, well then what's the one that's after...
That's Taurus. So it goes Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer.
Gemini. I don't usually get along really well with Geminis. So... There it is. Now we know. I don't know why. Like, I do sometimes. It depends on the person. But I don't always usually get along with a Gemini.
See, I'm hit and miss with Leo.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Capricorn I get along with very well, but that's just because our compatibility with Capricorns are typically very, like, we get along very well. We're just very compatible like that. Sagittarius, I'm usually pretty chill with. I don't really have issues.
Libra we sometimes clash with. Do we not?
Yes. I clash with Libra. I clash with Libra women horrendously. But Libra men, it's very hit and miss. Like, me and my boyfriend, we have, like, our differences. And we butt heads a little bit. Because, like, we're very opinionated people. So, and that's okay. Like, to kind of, butt heads a bit and all that. And we have our disagreements. But, other than that, like, it's a really healthy relationship. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you just need to, like, understand each other in a way. And try to just...
But you also have your freak out moments, both of you.
Yes.
You and your boyfriend. And you somehow know that you need to give the other person just a little bit of time to cool off. And then you come back to whatever the situation was and you discuss it.
Yes.
When you're more calm and level-headed. That is 100%.
My problem, me personally, and I think it's just because it's a family trait at this point, is I'm very argumentative.
Yes. And
so is he.
You just always have to rewrite.
Me and him are very argumentative people, and we always have to be right. So that's where we butt heads a lot, and I have to make myself walk away because I get so angry, and I'm just like, no, I'm done. I'm like, I need to walk away, or I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna lose it even more. So I walk away, I calm down, I come back, and I apologize with him. I'm sorry I freaked out. I just got very I just get very argumentative.
Yeah.
And I have to always be right, and I'm just very, I wouldn't say, I don't have a lot of pride.
No. But
I feel like it shows, the pride that I do have does kind of show when I get very argumentative like that, so.
I do feel, though, that, you like me, being a Cancer, sometimes when you feel like you've had enough of something, you just are so level-headed and strong-headed to want to stick to that idea alone. And it's not even really, it's could be personality related, it could be just because of part of the Cancer trait, but I feel like we can be very stubborn in that sense. Like, when we make our mind up about something, we can't change it, unfortunately. That's the other, you kind of can't change our mind. Once we've decided something, you kind of can't change our mind.
We give a lot of chances to people, and we are willing to let people have another chance and give those chances out, but we can only take so much.
Yeah. millions and millions and millions of times and chances, but
we can only take so much. And once we are done, we are done.
Yeah.
Like, there's no coming back from that.
Hit our plateau, you tired us out enough. We're just like, okay, this is it for me. I'm sorry, I've kind of had enough. I feel like I've been run through the ringer. And I'm done.
Yeah, we can only take so much.
Yeah.
We take a lot, though.
We do. We do put up with a lot. We do take a lot. We are very patient, and if I can,
also very sensitive too.
Yes, well, as you get a little bit older, you get a little bit stronger to that. You'll get to there, but I get to this point sometimes where I just stop caring. I shut down. I shut off, and sometimes that's what we do. Cancers to heal is we go off in our own little space, in our own little world and time, and we
put up these walls and just
heal.
Yeah, we put up walls and just isolate ourselves, like, in our own heads, essentially. Like, we don't isolate ourselves from other people, we isolate ourselves
once we're done
heads.
with our healing and we've been with ourselves and we felt with our feelings, then we come back to our usual social butterfly selves and we get back out there and, go.
I know I'm eating ice right now.
Were you hungry or something? Did you eat before we did this?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Actually, that's what I did. I just like chewing ice.
I know. Anyway, anything else on the topics? Ranting and raging? We should do story time about ranting and raging, like when we went to McDonald's.
Oh my god! McDonald's!
You want to go first?
God.
She was having a god awful time this day. We were going out to the ice rink area down by the Hamilton football field.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, so we were going on a trip to ice skate, have some fun, whatever.
Yeah, the house breeze.
So I'm freaking losing it, okay, because me and my boyfriend are like, we're just kind of like, I don't know, I guess I started arguing with him. I don't know why, but like that whole day I was just like, waiting for somebody to say something to pick a butt. Like, I just woke up.
You were frustrated, I remember this. You were frustrated because he would rather have sat there and watched his football game than come and do some ice skating with you. But, to be fair, he does everything for you, with you, that you gotta let him have some shit of his own, okay? And yeah, she was ranting and she was raging and she was angry. Women score. Yeah, let her be angry. She was just so mad. But I'm stating the facts here. This is why and she was just mad. And she was like angry and you're like lashing. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so over with this shit. I'm so mad.
You keep swearing. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to blurt that out so many times.
Too bad.
Oh god. No.
She was so mad. Anyway.
I was on like a rampage. I'm just ranting.
So we gathered our things and we decided to go over to the McDonald's and I thought we should get her some food. Maybe she's hangry, It's a thing, people. You get hangry, okay? You get
I was very hangry.
So once she sat down and she ate, for some reason, she calmed right down. She was fine. But then, lo and behold, because they decided to mess up my order, it was my turn to rage and rant because I was waiting for a freaking drink and a fry, and it took them, 20 minutes just to get me one fry?
Keep in mind, I've already gotten my food, okay? I got mine, it was kind of, a little bit longer of a wait, but I kind of figured, okay, maybe it's just a busy day. No, this place was, empty, and there was, nobody in the freaking drive-thru either. So I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing, right? So I'm freaking just, as soon as I got my food, I'm like, thank God. I'm just, I'm devouring my burger. Just devouring it, because I'm so hungry. And Mandy's still waiting, and she's waiting for, I'm, practically, almost done my freaking food, right? And Mandy's still waiting. And it's hello? Where the hell is it? And Mandy's, raging. She's, even, talking loud, making it known that these people are, idiots. It's are you kidding me? How long does it take to make fries and a drink? Right?
That's exactly what I said. And I had the guy that was sitting kind of across in front of us as I was making these rants and raves.
Oh my god, he
started laughing at me. He started finding me very entertaining and just howling at me and looking like, well, you're not wrong. But it took 20 minutes to get one fry and one drink. That's all I wanted. So I was getting hangry.
Right? It's bruh, are you kidding me? And keep in mind, we had to bus back to the house. And that's an hour bus ride. on top of that. So we were just having a moment.
I must have just momentarily fed off of her energy and just kind of lost it, and I was like, what is this that's happening right now?
Right?
Why
this
is this
not
taking,
okay?
Why is this taking so long? I was so frustrated.
Oh my god, it was like so awful. Ugh, people, man. Or like, remember when we went to McDonald's? It was recently. And
that's
just
always
spilled the drink.
That's always McDonald's.
We are Fry Gang. Okay, maybe we can tell our Fry Gang story. Because we are the Fry Gang. That's our thing. Every time we go to McDonald's, we get French fries. Or if we're just going out on a business, somehow we always end up at McDonald's getting fries. They're good. Okay? I know.
Good. I don't know. It's a thing.
I get it. I'm fat. I like fries. Who cares? Like.
Okay. Wrap up your story.
But like, so ever since then, we just kind of had we just kind of getting fries, and then you had this Bitmoji thing pop up, and surely enough, it was about fries. So, and it's like about getting fries and stuff like that, and like it was like, oh yeah, Fry Gang. So we're like, you know what? That's literally us.
We're the Fry Gang.
It just so happened to be our Bitmojis too.
Yeah.
So it's like
we're the Fry Gang.
We're Fry Gang. So ever since then, we're Fry Gang. That's why we always go to McDonald's.
Put that video at the end of this.
The Fry Gang?
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, that was a pretty good story time.
Right?
Anything else we want to add?
I don't know.
She's just laughing now.
This is what you work with and live with.
Yeah, I said it before. I'll say it again.
Do we have anything about the dog? Because I guess people seem to like the dog a lot.
What about the dog?
Any funny stories about the dog?
Well,
oh my god, wait.
Drank your water.
Yeah, he tried to drink my water yesterday. No, this doesn't even involve the oh, yes it does involve the dog. This involves french fries, because I just remembered it. I put fries in the oven yesterday. Like when we're recording, as we're recording this and all that, it was yesterday, but when you guys see this will be like a week ago, probably. But yesterday, I was making fries, and I put them in the oven. I'm like, I'm not gonna forget about them, right? And Mandy's like, put a timer. I'm like, no, I'll be okay. Like, I'd never forget my fries. Surely enough, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes go by, and it's like, your fries. And I'm like, my fries! And I run up the stairs. Like, I'm like, no! Shit, my fries! And then my brother's like, you're gonna burn the house down, or whatever. And surely enough, my fries are burnt. I burned my fries!
They were like hard as rock.
Yes, and I still ate them. I still ate some of them. I gave
Yes.
the rest, I gave like a lot of them to the dog instead. He liked them, he wasn't complaining. He was
and
just
then
munching
she
away.
made fresh ones, and this time she listened and she put on a timer.
Yeah, and I didn't burn them. But yeah, I still ate some of those crunchy fries. Because I even said, I like my fries crunchy, but that was just horrendous. That was just burnt. You couldn't even there was like no freaking like potato to it anymore. It was just like hollow, crunchy fries. It was weird. It was gross. And I still ate them. I was hungry. What can you say? Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? That was kind of funny. I literally just remembered that last second. Like,
The dog also drank your water yesterday.
Yes! I'm like, Shadow! What are you doing?
We gotta stop like leaving drinks on the ground, whether it's water or anything.
I literally said it's like when you drink your eggnog.
Drinks it. Yeah, if it's on the floor, it's fair game apparently. So just don't leave drinks on the floor anymore.
He'll drink your tea, your coffee, your water, your eggnog, like
anything.
Your juice. Like the dog is like
if it's got an open lid, his nose is fair game.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah.
And don't leave food on the floor either.
Oh,
Like, you leave your plate, or like don't leave your plate like level with him. Like if you're putting it down,
he's
like
a vacuum.
on
He
a
will
table,
suck it up like a vacuum.
He just like devours the entire thing. Like
Yeah.
because he, like I said the other day, I'm like, Shadow, this is why you're fat. Like,
I died. I died.
I'm so mean to the dog. I'm actually like, but like guys, I love the dog. I'm not actually like mean to the dog. Like I have my moments though, like where I'm just like, God damn it, dog, stop eating. This is why you're fat. Like stop eating junk food off the floor and stuff like that. But I love the dog. He like literally was like cuddling with me the last 2 nights. Like, he wouldn't leave me the hell alone. He got up right between me and Mandy and freaking just snoozed. He's such a cutie.
She left this comment about this video the other day, and I died laughing, and I feel like I just really want to share with you guys. And she was like, watching the video, she's like, he needs to grow a pair because clearly his balls haven't dropped yet. And I was done. I decided to, you know, it was the best comment that I'd ever heard in my entire life, and I died laughing.
It's like the cum chugger story.
Yeah.
I just blurted it out.
Yeah, she just blurted it out.
Like, what the... Oh my god.
Anyway. It's been nice chatting with you again, guys. We will see you again next week.
We have to wrap it up here because it's getting long. And I gotta edit this.
Shit. Emily. We have to stop the video now. It's almost 40 minutes.
Holy crap! I gotta edit this shit! Okay, we are ending it here. Bye.
Bye,
We love you guys.
Love you.
Sorry ass DJ.